and welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric, my co-host, Mr. Brody. We had a tutoring session canceled this afternoon, so we decided Mr. Brody said, why don't we use that time and do another Strat-o-matic video, try to get a little closer to our May 31st end of the month, so we can do that video with Al Red Sox fan, Google Hangout soon. So I said, alright, let's do that. And plus we have to get the taste of that last loss out of our mouth with Alan Ripley basically throwing batting practice to the Kansas City Royals. I think they hit at least like 5 home runs off of him. But remarkably though, Butch Hobson did not have an error. So Butch Hobson was actually had a good game overall, I think. I think he might have even had a hit or two. But anyway, today, Bill the Spaceman Lee attempts to get redemption for the Red Sox. The Paul Splittorff pitching for the Kansas City Royals. It's Paul Splittorff? No, it wasn't Paul. That's the Twins. Anyway, we got that win actually yesterday for the. Rich Gale. That's right, Rich Gale. Rich Gale got the win yesterday for the Royals. Today it will be Paul Splittorff, so it doesn't get any easier for the Red Sox. And Bill the Spaceman Lee, will attempt to right the ship after a Game 1 loss to the Royals. So without further ado, let's get the game underway, right, Mr. Broad? Alright, let's play ball. And before we get started, we just wanted to let any of you guys that are into cards and dice games, that over at dicenuts.com, that's dice and dicenutz.com, they're having a 2-year anniversary sale on their products such as Ice Nuts Hockey, Hoop Nuts Basketball, Soccer Nuts, Dice Nuts Pro Football, and the new Dice Nuts Pro Golf cards and dice games. At $5 any order of $25, and $12.50 off any order of $50, and $30 off of any order over $100. So that's a pretty good deal there. I took advantage of their sale back in last November, December, right before Christmas time. I purchased the games, and I've watched some of the videos, but I have not actually tried the games out myself, so they're still sitting in the foil bags that I had. But I hope to get to those soon. But the Golf Nuts looks kind of interesting. Anyway, let's get back to this game. So that goes on, it's going to go on from August 9th through August 13th, which is 3 more days. So check them out at dicenuts.com. Anyway, that was a little plug there. Let's see. So for the Kansas City, it's going to be Paul Splittorff, and he's actually tougher. Could be potentially tougher than Rich Gale. He had a record of 19-13 in 1978 with a 3.40 ERA. He's been even tougher in the replay so far. 7-1 record with a 1.85 ERA. 58 innings pitched. 55 hits allowed, 13 walks, and 14 strikeouts. It's only 14 strikeouts in 58 innings. That's really low. And 2 home runs allowed. So, we got our work cut out for us today. This could be one of our toughest pitching opponents yet. He is a left-hander. I think is good for us overall, but we do have some lefties, so it could be interesting. We'll have to see how we fare against them. So Rick Burleson, the shortstop, will bat first. Jerry Remy, the second baseman, is batting second. Jim Rice back in left field today, bats third. Kyle Yastrzemski back at first base. Will bat cleanup. Behind the plate, batting fifth, Carlton Fisk. Fred Lynn, the center fielder, will bat sixth. Dwight Evans, moving up in the order to bat seventh, will play right field. And our favorite, Bob Bailey, will be the DH, batting eighth. And Frank Duffy, the third baseman, will bat ninth. So no Butch Hobson in the order, which is a good thing in the field. We'll probably miss his bat a little bit, but Duffy's a capable hitter. So we'll see what happens here. I believe he hits lefties really well. He has like a 300 average against lefties, so that's a good thing. So alright, so Rick Burleson will lead it off. Comes into the game hitting .308 with a homer and 15 runs batted in. Splittorff looks in for the sign from Wathen. Here's the windup and the pitch. And Burleson's going to get a good pitch to hit. See what he does with it. And he's going to ground out to third. So he spoils off a good pitch there. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And that's how we'll begin. Alright, next up will be second baseman Jerry Remy. Had a good game last time. Upped his average to .314 with 12 runs batted in. And recorded his, I believe it was last game, recorded his first stolen base. No, it was in this road trip. Definitely, he got the stolen base. Could have been against Minnesota too. So it's going to be off the 5 column of Splittorff. And it's going to be a pop up to short. The little General Freddie Patek will make the catch. And this 2 down. So Jim Rice up now. He homered last game and drove in all 3 Red Sox runs in the last game against KC. So he's upped his average to .350 now, so he's been on a tear lately. 7 homers and 30 runs batted in. He would be the 1978 AL MVP. And it's going to be off of this 3 column. And he will fly out to Wilson. He'll make the catch for the final out. So the Red Sox go in order in the first. So Bill, the spaceman lead, takes the mound in the bottom of the first. He'll be facing a lineup of Willie Wilson, left fielder. Jerry Terrell is the third baseman today, batting second. Amos Otis will bat third, will be up in the order. Plays center field. Al McRae, the DH, bats fourth. He hit 2 home runs yesterday. Amos Otis had a home run yesterday. I believe Frank White did too. And there might have been one other. Seemed like everybody was hitting a home run off of Ripley yesterday. So John Wathen, the catcher, will bat fifth. First baseman Clint Hurdle bats sixth. Joe Zeb is the right fielder today, batting seventh. Freddie Patek, shortstop, bats eighth, and the second baseman Frank White will bat ninth. So Bill Lee comes into the game with an 0-2 record, a 4.71 ERA, 42 innings pitched, 49 hits allowed, 15 walks, and only 9 strikeouts with 4 home runs allowed. So Willie Wilson is hitting .258 with 9 runs batted in and collected his 24th stolen base yesterday, so you definitely want to keep him off base. So he'll be batting right-handed against the lefty Lee. So here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be off of Wilson's 1 column. And he'll pop it up to Yastrzemski. And he makes the catch. First out. Jerry Terrell up now, hitting .167 with an RBI. There's 1 column, so he's going to get a good pitch to hit here. And he'll single it past Duffy. So Rice Gets it in quickly to hold him to a single. So Amos Otis up now. Hit his 7th home run yesterday. His average is up to 402 with 7 homers and 19 runs batted in. So he's been on a tear so far this season. Terrell at first. Otis comes to bat. Here's the windup in the pitch by Lee. And he's going to get a single. Terrell stops at second. So runners on first and second with 2 down. And with 1 down. We'll bring up Hal McRae, who hit 2 home runs yesterday. The .218 hitter, but now with 3 homers and 12 runs batted in. It's going to be off the 4 column of Lee. So ground ball to Yastrzemski. Oh, ooh. Just thought that was going to be a single there. So Yaz is able to come up with it. Over to second for 1 and back to first. Double play, and the Red Sox get out of it. So Yastrzemski starts a 3-6-3 double play. 3-6-1 double play, sorry. And the Royals are done in the first. So after 1 full, no score. Going to be Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Lynn up against Splittorff. Yastrzemski's hitting .214 with 3 homers and 14 runs batted in. And he will strike out swinging. Next up will be Carlton Fisk, who's been hovering around the 300 mark for the last few days. Hitting .297 with 3 homers and 14 runs batted in. Here's the windup in the pitch by Splittorff. Fisk's 1 column, which is going to be a ground ball to short. Takes up with it over to Hurdle. And there's 2 down in the second. Freddie Lynn up now, hitting .280 with 9 homers and 24 runs batted in. Going to be off the 5 column. And it's going to be a fly ball to his counterpart. Otis will drift under it and make the catch. The final out of the Red Sox second. We'll bring up the catcher, John Wathan, to face the lead here in the bottom of the second. Hitting just .188 with 4 runs batted in. And it's going to be a ground ball to third, and thankfully Duffy is playing third today. A little bit better range. Much better air. Oh, however, this one does get by him. So it dives, but cannot come up with it. Almost got a glove on it. So Wathan reaches with a leadoff single here in the second. The Clint Hurdle is hitting .300 with a homer and 17 runs batted in. And he will draw a walk. So runners on first and second. Nobody out. But Joe Zeb hitting .143 and 14 at-bats with an RBI. Going to have Lee's 4 column. It's going to be a ground ball to Burleson. Should be able to turn 2 on this one. And it's not in time, so it's a forced play, 6-4. Fielder's choice. So runners at the corners now with 1 out for Freddie Patek. Hitting .263 with a homer and 9 runs batted in. Zeb sneaks away from the base. He can't seem to get a good lead off of Lee. 4 column. A ground ball to Yastrzemski. Last time he turned a double play. See what he can do here. Down the line, and he's just going to flip it to Lee covering. So it's going to be 3-1 if you're scoring at home. And Zeb will move up to second. Wathan holds at third. So 2 down now with runners on second and third. Frank White, he homered yesterday off of Ripley. His 3rd home run of the season. Hitting .278 with 3 homers and 7 runs batted in. He's going to be at Lee's 5 column. which is going to be a single to left. Rice charges it. And stop the other runner from advancing. So 2 runs will come in, and the Royals have a 2-0 lead. Off the 2-run single by White. So top of the order, Wilson up now, 0 for 1. Maybe a ground ball to Duffy, another range check on Duffy. And he's able to get to this one. And I'll throw over to Yastrzemski. And that'll retire the side. But Kansas City pushes across 2 runs on them. They lead at 2-0. This would be the bottom of the order. Evans, Bailey, and Duffy up against Splittorff. Evans steps into the box hitting .253 with 4 homers and 14 runs batted in. Mr. Brody's resting up for Mr. Miller coming to the office later. Mr. Miller did get his lineup ready for his 1976 Cincinnati Reds and I'll be submitting that later for him. To you, Al. I'll get mine in. So it's going to be off the 2 column for Evans. And it's going to be a single up the middle. So the Red Sox first hit. Be off the 3rd. That'll bring up our favorite, Bob Bailey, who actually does not have too bad of a card against lefties. It's righties that he struggles against. So Bailey steps into the box. Splittorff looks in for the sign from Watson. Here's the windup and the pitch. Going to be a ground ball to Terrell, who is a 3 range. So 1-4 will be a hit. It's not a hit. Let's see what he does with it. Throw a 2nd for 1, back to 1st, not in time. So Bailey beats the return throw. Bailey grounds into a fielder's choice. Brings up Frank Duffy. Hitting .429 and 7 at bats, so 3 for 7 so far. Does hit lefties well. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be a base hit up the middle. Bailey stops at 2nd, so 1st and 2nd with 1 down from the Rooster, like Wilson. He grounded out his first time up. And he'll pop one up to Patek. Comes down quickly. Field fly rule. Patek makes the catch. So 2 down now for Jerry Remy. He popped out his first time up. And this time he'll go round out to Hurdle. He'll take it himself. So the Red Sox threaten but do not score. And after 2.5, it's Kansas City 2 and Boston nothing. Jerry Taylor steps in the box. He singled his first time up. And he'll single again up the middle. Now 2 for 2. Nemus Otis also singled his first time up. And it's going to be a broken bat. Looks like a hit and run. Taylor advances on the broken bat grounder, so 1 out. As Otis is retired. So that'll bring up McRae, ground into a double play his first time up. This time he'll pop it up to Burleson. High pop up. He's under it. Backpedals. Just in fair territory, makes the catch. So that'll bring up Watson. He singled and scored his first time up. In the 2nd. Ooh, and he's going to get another good pitch to hit here. And he's going to take this one to the opposite field. Lynn and Evans can just watch it go. And it is a 2-run home run for Johnny Watson, a light-hitting catcher. Now a 4-0 Kansas City lead. Clint Hurdle walked his first time up. We're going to ground it to Burleson. And he'll make the play. Final out of the inning. And up before Kansas City pushes up another two spot on the 2-run home run by backup catcher Wathen. Splittorff now has a comfortable 4-0 lead. Jim Rice will lead it off. He flew out his first time up. Ground ball to Patek. And he will boot it. He's charged with an error. So the Red Sox had the lead runner on an error by Patek. We'll take it any way we can get him on. Brings up Yastrzemski. Struck out his first time up. And he's going to hit a fly ball to center. Rainbow shot. And Otis reaches up and makes the catch. Check out some scores from around the league. Oakland leads Cleveland 3-2. Seattle comfortably ahead of Detroit 6-0. Angels lead the Blue Jays 4-1. Ozzie comfortably ahead for California. The White Sox lead the Yankees 1-0. Wood and Holtzman dueling. Baltimore is edging Minnesota 1-0. And Milwaukee and Texas have yet to score. So that's your out-of-town scoreboard in Royal Stadium. And it's a good night here at the stadium. As you can see, the home run on a good night is 1-5, where it was just 1 on a bad night. So a little bit more of a chance if there's a home run stadium check. And singles are a little higher too, 1-16 versus lefties and righties. So that extra chance at a base hit on a ballpark check will come into effect tonight with a little bit better results. So fifth steps to the plate now. Rice on first and 1 out. Grounded out his first time up. And he'll line it out to Hurdle. Rice just barely gets back. So 2 down now for Fred Lynn. Flew out his first time up. And he'll lace a single past the diver Hurdle. And 90% chance we're going to send Rice to third. And they cut off the throw, holding Lynn at first. So runners at the corners with 2 down. Dwight Evans. He singled his first time up. And he'll strike out swinging at the high cheese. So no runs, 1 hit and 1 error, and 2 men left on base. So the Red Sox missed a golden opportunity to get back in the game. And after 3.5, trail at 4-0. Joe Zeb grounded to his fielder's choice his first time up. And he'll ground out to Yastrzemski. We'll flip it over to Lee for the first out of the 4th. Freddie Patek grounded out his first time up. And this time he'll ground out to Remy. Over to first, 2 gone. Gonna bring up Frank White, who's 1 for 1. Got a 2-run single back in the 2nd to get the scoring started for KC. This time he'll pop up to Burleson. Routine pop up. He's under it. And that'll do it for the Royals in the 4th. So the Red Sox will send Bailey Duffy on top of the order of Burleson. Bailey grounded to a force play his first time up. Want to be on his card. Here we go. He's going to get a good pitch to hit. See what he can do with it. And he'll ground out. So that's what Bailey does with a good pitch usually. Grounds out. Better than a strikeout, I guess. So Frank Duffy up now. Singled his first time up. This time he'll pop one up to White. Who's under it and makes the catch. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox here in the 5th. Brings up Rick Burleson, who's 0 for 2. And he's going to lace one deep center field. Otis bolting after it. And he jumps. He can't get it. It's going to be off the fence. And Burleson's got a two-bagger. So two out double for Burleson. Brings up Jerry Remy. 0 for 2 himself. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Remy's unable to get Burleson home. And the Red Sox continue to be shut out halfway through the game, 4-0. Top of the order, Willie Wilson will lead it off. And he'll line out to Remy for the first out. Jerry Terrell steps into the box now. Singled twice, now is his average up over 200. He's currently hitting 205. Ground out to Duffy on a hop. And throws it over to Yastrzemski. 2 down now for Amos Otis. He's 1 for 2 with a single. And a fly ball to his counterpart. William backpedals quickly and makes the catch. So after 5 full, the Red Sox trail at 4-0. So Jim Rice will lead it off. He flew out in the first and reached on an error by Patek in the fourth. And he'll strike out here in the sixth. Fooled completely on that one. Kyle Yastrzemski struck out and flied out. He gets a good pitch to hit here. See what he does with it. And he's going to hit a long one to center. High up there. And Otis will move to his left and make the catch. Wait, he bobbles it. He grabs it with his bare hand for the out. So next up, Fisk. The Red Sox have yet to be shut out this year. So Carlton Fisk. 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out and lined out. He's going to ground the ball to Hurdle at first. And he'll make the play. Flips it to Splittorff covering. And the Red Sox are down in the sixth. Only managed 4 hits off of Splittorff. So Bill Lee takes the mound. 0 for 2. To 78 pitches in 5 innings. Gray steps into the box. He's 0 for 2. And he'll lace a single up the middle. So now 1 for 3. Brings up Wathan, who hit a 2-run home run his last time up. And singled in the second, so he's 2 for 2. Gonna get another good pitch to hit here. And he'll hit a fly ball to left. And Rice makes a sliding catch. Nice sliding catch by Rice. Gray hustles back to first. Clint Hurdle up now. 1 for 1 with a walk. 0 for 1 with a walk. Cray unable to get a big lead off of Lee. And he'll strike out looking. So Lee's first strikeout of the day. Gonna bring up Joe Zeb. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll fly out to Rice. Glides under and makes the catch. Up to 6 full. It's Kansas City 4 and Boston nothing. Red Sox have been unable to figure out Splittorff today. So Lynn steps into the box. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And he will fly out to Otis. Routine fly. First out of the 7th. Dwight Evans up now. He's 1 for 2 with a single. And he'll hit a solid single up the middle. So a 1-out single for Evans. Second hit of the day. Brings up Bob Bailey. Hoping to get that 2 column again. Nope. He's going to ground out to second. Bear hands it over to first. White does. Evans moving in scoring position now. Frank Duffy, he's singled and popped out. And he's going to single to left. Yost is setting Evans home. The throw by Wilson, not in time, and the Red Sox score. So 4-1 game now, so the Red Sox have not been shut out at all this season. They continue that streak today. Still 3 runs behind though. So top of the order, Burleson up now. Grounded out, popped out, and doubled, so 1 for 3. Duffy takes the lead off at first. Red Sox looking to get more. And the inning will continue as Burleson walks. So runners on first and second with 2 down for Remy. He's 0 for 3 on the day. I think we may pinch hit for him because if I remember right, he is not very good against lefties. No, not really. So if you look at his... So Remy is 4, get 4 righties, so he's not very good against lefties. So the bigger the number next to the... This shows the handedness he's better off hitting against, and the bigger the number, like 1 to 9 I believe, the better the he hits. So he's more of a hitter against righties. Even means he hits lefties and righties equally well. So let's see if we can get somebody against the lefties that's good. George Scott. You know, could bring in George Scott to pinch hit here. I think we need to do that. And then we'll bring in... Let's check. Well, let's check Duffy here. 3E41, so he's kind of a liability there. Ken Grohan. Who else do we have to play second base? That is going to be the question. I don't think Brohammer can play second base. Yes, he can. He's not too bad. So we're gonna bring in Scott. Scott hits not a bad card against lefties. Not great, but better than definitely than Remy. So he's got some power here. So I think we're gonna bring in Scott to pinch hit for Remy. We'll bring in Brohammer to play second. Alright, so George Scott's going to pinch hit for Jerry Remy. Runners on first and second. Scott representing the tying run here. You can jack one out, so if you can get a 3 column, so you definitely want to be on the 3 column, and we have a 9 would be our best bet there. 1 to 15 would be a homer, and anything else would be a double. Or if we do a 10 or 11, 1 to 5 is going to be a home run each of those. So, and you can also get a skinny home run, one on a 6-2 or a 6-3 off on Splittorff's card, and 6-5 actually, 1 to 8 chance on 6-5. So we want either a 6-5 or a even better a 3-9. So here we go. So Scott steps in the box. Splittorff looks in the sign from Wathen. Here's the windup and the pitch. And Splittorff is going to be, oh. So they counter by taking Splittorff out. Patton up now. So we want, 5-10 would be nice. 5-10 or even a 5-9 or 5-11 with a low D20 roll of 1 to 5. Or Scott could, 3-9. 1 to 8 would be a home run at the split, or 3-11. So you want to be either on the 3 column or even better the 5 column of Pat. So here you go. So Pat now, ERA of 15 innings pitched, an ERA of 6, no record, 21 hits allowed in those 15 innings, 3 walks and 7 strikeouts, and has allowed 5 home runs. So in those 15 innings, so he's been susceptible to the long ball. So let's see what Scott can do here. And nope, we're going to be on the 2 column, so we want something down near the bottom here, 10, 11, or 12. And we don't get it. Strike 3, swung on a miss. So he was trying for the home run there, but could not catch up to that. A little over anxious with Scott. The Red Sox do get a run, and after 6.5, trail it 4-1. So let's look at the trivia question for today. Mr. Brody's trivia question. What batter set the record twice with a low of only 4 strikeouts in a season while participating? Oh man, I knew this guy too. He's in the Hall of Fame. At least 100. I know he played, I want to say like the 19 teens or 20s. It's right around that period, I believe. Can't think of the guy's name. I'm pretty sure he was like either a second baseman or a shortstop, I think. But I believe, I'm pretty sure I remember reading his plaque in the Hall when he went to the Hall of Fame that he is in the Hall of Fame. But besides that, I don't remember who he is. So, lock in your answers. Final Jeopardy. Here's the answer. Yeah, Joe Sewell. I know a Sewell family. So, oh, and it's 1925 to 29. In 1920 and 1929 is when he did it. That's pretty amazing. So Joe Sewell was the answer to today's Mr. Brody's trivia question. And let's see, we're going to be Brohammer. So hit for Scott here. And he will, wait a second, you got to drag it over here. So Jack Brohammer is the new second baseman. Pinch hit. Scott struck out, pinch hitting for Remy. So little General Freddie Patek's in now. The corners are playing in. He is 0 for 2 on the day. We'll be back out there again to 94 pitches. We fly ball to Evans. And he'll make the catch. One down in the Royals' 7th. Brings up Frank White. The 2-run single in the 2nd and popped out in the 4th. This time he'll hit a fly ball to Evans also. Juice to right, deep right. Evans goes after it, racing hard, and he dives. He makes a great diving catch. A beautiful play by Evans once again. Brings up Wilson, who's 0 for 3. Definitely done the job to keep him off the bases. And he'll fly out to Rice, and that'll do it for the Royals in the 7th. See if the Red Sox can inch a little closer here. Rice is 0 for 3, but did reach on an error in the 4th. And he will strike out for a 2nd time. So Rice has struck out his last 2 times at bat. So Cleveland's edging Oakland 5-4. Seattle comfortably ahead of Detroit 8-2. California is beating Toronto 5-1. Don Baylor recently passed away. Hit his 14th home run for California and his MVP next year. In 1979 is when he had his MVP season with the California Angels. Chicago is edging New York, still 1-0. Wood battling Clay. Baltimore leads Minnesota 1-0. Palmer battling Goltz. And Texas leads Milwaukee 2-1. So Yastrzemski up now here in the top of the 8th. Red Sox trailing by 3. Yastrzemski's 0 for 3 on the day. That 0 for 4 as he grounds out to White. So 2 down now. Carlton Fisk. He's 0 for 3. And he will strike out. Strike 3 called. So Lee. We're going to pull Lee here. Red Sox. Their bullpen though is a little bit tired. Actually, not too bad. Bill Lee did pitch this whole game, so we're going to leave Bill in for another inning anyway. So Splittorff is going to get a good pitch to hit here. Terrell's going to get a good pitch to hit here. And he'll single straight up the middle. Past Brohammer and Burleson. Bring up Amos Otis, 1 for 3 with a single. Make ground ball to Duffy. He's just going to go over to first on this one, I believe. That's what the 3 means. Bear hands it over to first. Yep, just in time. So Terrell moving the scoring position now with 1 down. They'll bring up McCray. He's 1 for 3 with a single. And I think we're going to... Zimmer's coming out. He's going to make the change. Got to keep this a 3-run game. He motions for righty Drago to come in. Dick Drago takes the mound. 3-1 record on the season with 1 save, ERA of 2.70, 17 innings pitched, 10 hits allowed, 6 walks, 9 strikeouts, and 3 home runs allowed. Otero gets his lead off second. Drago looks in for the sign from Fisk. Here's the windup and the pitch. And Drago comes in and immediately lets up a single, but they hold Terrell at third. So runners at the corners. John Wathen, who's had a good day today, 2 for 3 with a home run. Hit a 2-run homer in the third. Red Sox playing, hopefully gets double play now. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. Throws home and nails him. So the Royals attempt to score Terrell from third on contact play, and Drago throws to Fisk, and they get him. Tag him out. So 2 down now. Cray at second, Wathen at first. He's up Hurdle, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. And Red Sox are going to go to the pen again. They're going to bring in the lefty Bergmeyer. Tom Bergmeyer comes in. No record with a 2.92 ERA, 12 hits allowed in 12 innings pitched, 4 walks and 3 strikeouts, and 1 home run allowed. Oh, man. Got the right column, but it's the wrong result. But that'll load the bases as they hold McCray at third. And that's going to be it for Bergmeyer, as he's 1 batter and done. Tim comes in again. He's going to bring in Steamer Stanley. And Bob Stanley comes into the game. 0-2 record, but with a 1.73 ERA. And he blew his last game, I want to say, at least one recent game against Baltimore, blowing a Red Sox 3-1 lead. Unable to get the save. So 26 innings pitched. Has allowed a lot of hits though in those 26 innings, but remarkably only a 1.73 ERA. But 5. So he's good when it's a clean inning. Not so good when it's runners on base when he comes in. When he comes in the middle of the inning. So alright. So Joe Zeb 0 for 3 with a run scored. Bases loaded now. Red Sox need to keep this a 3-run. Oh my goodness, not the column we wanted. But the result we wanted gets hit to Burleson. Should do it. Burleson is up with it. Throws over to Yastrzemski, and they get him. So they get out of it. The Red Sox still down by 3, though. As Patton comes in and try to get the save. So he had 4 on the season in 1978. So he'll face Lynn, Evans, and Bailey. And Bailey will most likely be lifted for a pinch hitter as he's horrible against righties. So here's the lineup. Ooh, Lynn's going to get a good pitch to hit here. And he is going to take him to the opposite field and out of here. So Freddie Lynn hits his 10th home run of the season to lead the Red Sox. It's a 4-2 game now. So good start to the Red Sox 9th. Brings up Dwight Evans. He's 2 for having a good day, 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. And Evans is going to get a good pitch to hit here too. Can they go back to back? And they cannot, but he laces a single up the middle. So that'll bring the tying run up to the plate. And it will not be Bob Bailey, as you can see. The worst card ever for a against anything here. The only good thing is if he gets hit by a pitch with a 2-3, and that's a very low chance of that happening. Too much bad on here, so we're going to definitely lift. I don't care if we have to put in Mr. Brody there to pinch hit. Mr. Brody would definitely be a better pinch hitter than Bob Bailey at this point in his career. So Bailey is going to come out. And we'll put anyone in. It doesn't really matter. We'll even put Montgomery in. Who knows? We're going to bring in Butch Hobson to pinch hit. For this card. Oh yeah, much better chance here. Let's bring in Butch Hobson. Hope for that 1 column. Even the 2 column, if we can get that 7, wouldn't be bad either. So we're going to bring in... Even if they counter, it won't be too bad for us, but... We're going to bring in Hobson. Pinch hit. So take a look at Carbo just there. .360 on base percentage. What's Hobson's on base percentage? .313 on base percentage. Hold on here. Let's compare our card. Can we compare them here? So let's look at the 5, 6, and 7. Those are the most common things that happen. So it's all good on the 1 column, 5, 6, and 7. 7's good on the 2 column there for Hobson. And nothing on the 3rd column. And let's look at Carbo. 5 and 6 are good, but not the 7. A couple of walks here and a walk there. So. Definitely a better on-base percentage, but if they counter with a lefty, which they could. Let's see who they have in the bullpen. Yeah, they have Hrabosky, the closer. They'll probably bring in him. Gory. I think we want to go with Hobson, because even if they bring in a relief pitcher, I think. Yeah. I think Hobson's our best bet, and we'll leave possibly Carbo into maybe pinch hit for maybe Duffy. Do we have anybody there? I don't think we can pinch hit for Duffy. We could bring in we could bring in Hobson to play 3rd base if necessary, which we don't really want to, but alright, let's just go with this. Let's try this out. Let's see if we can even get to that point. If we get to that point, that's a good thing. So we'll bring in Hobson to pinch hit for Bailey. Let's see what happens here. See what they do. And they're gonna, yep. No, Hrabosky, that's who I thought they were gonna bring in. Alright, so Hobson isn't that bad against the lefties. He's got a lot of good possibilities. You can still go distance in here, so this isn't a bad thing. Okay. Alright, so L. Hrabosky, the Mad Hungarian, comes in. Hrabosky's got 4 saves on the season. Now it's not a lot of earned run in 2 innings pitched. 1 hit allowed, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. So Bosque looks in for the sign from Wathen. Here's the windup in the pitch. It's going to be off this 6th column. And he will get Hobson swinging. So 1 down here. In the 6th, let's see. Duffy's having a good day, though. I think we got to go with the hot hand here. Duffy's going to, we're going to leave Duffy in. Having a good day. Ooh, not that column. We don't want to be on that 6th column. And he strikes out Duffy. So back-to-back Ks by Harboski. The Red Sox are down to their last out. Rick Burleson. Burleson's 0 for 3, 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. Hope we can get that 2 column. Come on, 2 column. Yeah, come on, 3-7. And he's going to pop up to Terrell is waiting for it, and that'll do it. So the Red Sox fall to Kansas City for the 2nd day in a row by a score of 4-2. Get the box score. Bosque will earn the save. It's 5th of the season. Splittorff goes to 8-1. 6 2/3 innings pitched by Splittorff. 6 hits, 1 run, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. ERA 1.80 now. Patton will get the hold, his 3rd, even though he's a little bit shaky. And Bill Lee takes the loss, 7 1/3 innings, falls to 0-3. 8 hits allowed, 4 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Red Sox pen wasn't that bad today. Just 2/3 of an inning, but Royals win by a score of 4-2. Jerry Terrell was 3 for 4 with a run scored. Cray had a couple of hits at DH. Well, John Wathen, though, the hitter of the day for either team, he was 2 for 4 with a big 2-run home run, and it was the 3rd to give the Royals a 4-2 lead. So he's got the game-winning RBI there. Splittorff gets the MVP. Red Sox, Freddie Lynn was 2 for 4. His 10th home run of the day, of the year. 4 with an RBI. Evans was 3 for 4 with a run scored. Duffy was 2 for 4, getting a start at 3rd today. Made the most of that with an RBI. And that's pretty much it. The Red Sox fall to the Royals for the 2nd straight day by a score of 4-2. Set the standings real quick. Red Sox now just 2.5 game lead ahead of Milwaukee. Kansas City moves into a tie with the Angels. Both 20-12. Check tomorrow's schedule. So note the Red Sox just have a 2-game series as they're going to be off tomorrow, so we're going to play these games through. So White Sox beat the Angels 14-5. Milwaukee beats Detroit 1-0. So they pick up a half game. The Yankees pick up a half game too as they win 5-2 at Cleveland, and Oakland beats Texas 6-3. It's now a 2-game lead for the Red Sox over the Brewers, 3.5 ahead of New York and Baltimore. Check the next day's score. So, next game will be Thursday, May 18th, and we're off that day too. Look at this. What is up with here? Must have had a rain out here somewhere. Let's play that game through. So Chicago beats California 3-1. Milwaukee shuts out Detroit 3-0. Kansas City shuts out Minnesota 1-0. Cleveland beats the Yankees, good, 1-0. And Texas beats Oakland 3-2, and Baltimore beats Toronto 2-1. Let's check out this. Catching up on days anyway to Al. There's now a 1.5 game lead on the Brewers and a 3 game lead on the Baltimore, but a 4 game lead on the Yankees. We gotta be playing this game. So this is Friday, May 19th, and we start another series with the Cleveland Indians. Oh, I'm sorry, Detroit Tigers. That's Baltimore. So we start a 3 game series with Detroit Tigers at Detroit. So our road trip continues after a couple days off. So we will see you in the game live from Detroit at Tiger Stadium when they take on the Detroit Tigers. Thank you for joining me. It's been Eric and my co-host Mr. Brody from Higher Ground Gaming, and we'll see you in the next video. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye.